rapping it. Get peace with his past. Little bitty regular that I pack. 007 before you react.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Blues and the Dallas Cowboys. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, Prescott. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game of the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing.
Now the ball comes loose, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He hits Baldwin right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Baldwin. He will push his way down to about the 14. Pat Surtain up to make the play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's London. Touchdown. Drake London. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Blues will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Hammond. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz, 28 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Hammond. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw left side, there's London. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 17, and it also gives him the first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Baldwin. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Baldwin. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Let's go now. Back to throw now on 1st down. Gets into a crowd and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Prescott off play action. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Up the middle they go. It's Baldwin. Room here to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you over to Orlando where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This pass is caught by London. Touchdown, Chicago! Drake London, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Blues come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 2 yards to go on third down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Baldwin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 11. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Baldwin. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Nifty move. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Play action now. Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chris Godwin, 31 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try to move forward.
And he's got some space here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and through, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Baldwin. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Baldwin. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Baldwin, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Baldwin. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, the man is Kmet, the tight end. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He'll drop to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Up the middle they go. Baldwin. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now they send a man in motion right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Here's a give up the middle. And some room to roam now. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. On 3rd down, it's Baldwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.